to the vlog, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy J Rock, and you are on the road to getting shredded. Guess what we got today? We're going to show you. Alright, first we got the, we do Ghost Ninja Turtle. Leonardo, I think, is the blue Ninja Turtle pre-workout. Boom. Boom chaka laka 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 boom chaka, yeah. Can't wait to try this shit the fuck out. Then we got the Ghost Whey Protein Oreo birthday cake. Yeah, Oreo birthday cake. Can we try this shit out too? Not sponsored yet, but if you want to pick up Ghost products, ghostlifestyle.com, gnc.com, or any GNC stores. But today we are going to get, your boy's going to get a colonoscopy done, and we're going to talk about another porn star. Wait till you see who this is. In 3, 2, 1. And before we jump into the topic of today, which I said is another porn star, and I will get into that later. But first, bam. Once again, leggings, or not leggings, I'm sorry, joggers, joggers. Iron Grind Athletics.com. Click the link. It will automatically give you a discount. Support your boy. 15% off anything over $50. Free shipping. And these are the thick ass joggers with back pockets, like I already showed you. Support your boy. 15% off. Click the link. Iron Grind Athletics. Just get your workout in with them. We are getting the cardio in, people. I'm doing that walk. You know how it is. Get that walking. I don't do running. I do walking. Then once we get back to the house, oh yes, I'm sipping on some Monster too. I have Ghost in there, but I decided to finish up my Monster first. Switch it up a little. But it's just day today that we're probably not going to be able to film fucking anything. Of course not, because it's loud as fuck in there, and people really don't have, any respect for people that want to record. But it is what it is. It's just day today. But we're getting our cardio in first, and then going to the gym, because I just like getting fresh air. That's how I do my cardio. Anyway, we got the new joggers on. I don't know if you can see it, but we got the new joggers from Iron Grind Athletics, like in the description below, like I said. But let's get now, since all the advertisement is done, because this video is sponsored by Iron Grind Athletics. 15% off. But anyway, not all the advertisement is done and shit like that. Let's get jumped into the topic of today. And like I said, it's going to be the one, the only, Katrina Black. I don't know if anybody has heard of her, but she is definitely a porn star. She's definitely on some porn sites. She got some OnlyFans called Catalina Thick. So if you want to go check her out on pay a subscription to see what she's all about, go right ahead. And the reason I'm doing this about porn star, because I've noticed that, and I read up on her a little bit, she's actually been married for like 20 years, I guess, and watching some of her podcasts on YouTube is like, she's been married for 20 years to this white guy, but she likes black dudes for some odd reason. I mean, there's nothing against that, don't get me wrong. But, and I guess her husband lets her do stuff with these black dudes and videotapes it and puts it on their OnlyFans and these porn sites and all this other stuff. And I find that highly unusual, but not unusual, because yes, you're married and you're filming your wife sleeping with other men, but I guess it's not unusual, because if that's what makes them spice up their sex life or whatever the case may be, because obviously they do have sex, but if it spice off their sex life, hey, it keeps things interesting. Why not? I mean, I guess obviously she got some OnlyFans, right? So she's obviously making money doing this shit, and it's a agreeable parties. Her husband's okay with it, this, that, and the other thing. But I don't know if I could do that if I was married or whatever the case may be, and he's the one filming it. So I don't know if I could do that as a man. Like, yo, that's my piece. You know what I'm saying? But hey, but each his own, and that's why I wanted to make this video, is because not that she's a porn star, but it's like she is an example of how you can basically spice up your sex life and keep it interesting. Because let's face it, like, if sex is part of a relationship, and this comes all back around to the mental mindset, right? That sex is part of a relationship, and if you're bored with your sex life, you might be bored with your relationship as well. So maybe you need to spice shit up a little bit and fulfill your other partner's fantasies. And like I said, I'm just using Catalina as an example, but hey, whatever she wants to do, whatever people want to do, whatever people want to do. I just found it an interesting backstory that she became this quote-unquote porn star, or I don't even know if you want to call her a porn star, but we'll just call her porn star or adult entertainment just for shits and giggles. That this it's crazy, but if you're going to look her up, there are some fake accounts out there. Alright, people? There are some fake accounts out there. A whole bunch of fucking fake accounts, especially on Instagram. That say that they're this person when they're really fucking not. Alright? So you better be fucking careful if you want to look her up. Make sure it is the right one. If you want to check out her OnlyFans page, it is Catalina Thick, not Catalina Blacked, but Catalina Thick, because she is a thicker woman. I ain't going to lie. But that's the topic of today. Is not just, and like I said, I'm just using her as an example, but the true depth of the topic is that, hey, listen, if you're in a relationship and you're getting bored of it, it may be the sex life. Sex is part of it. A relationship is not everything, but just a little advice. Maybe you need to change stuff up. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but hey, if that's what these two want to do, that's fine.
Like, I have no judgment of it. I just felt reading the backstory, or hearing the backstory, I should say, it was very fucking interesting that they would take that route. But to each his own. But until next time, live your life, make your mark, dream and dream big. We'll see you on the flip side. Let's get shredded together. Get your Iron Grind Athletics code, Jimmy. Click the link, get your 50% off, and let's get shredded together.